Hello YouTube, this is Darkon623 and I'm giving you today a review of the Power Rangers 20th Anniversary Legacy Megazord. This was released, well, recently for the 20th Anniversary Legacy line of Power Rangers. And it's a repaint, I guess, slash... No, it's not really a remold, but just repaint and changed up version of the original 2K10 Megazord. Originally, the Legacy Megazord was thought to be... for some reason, thought to be the original Megazord couldn't come out again, but I was supposing the mold's no longer existing, so we got this instead. It still actually looks really nice. And I'm glad with the, I guess, some of the changes that they did to it. Each piece of the Megazord has die-cast parts, which I'll be showing off in a minute. And they also gave him a chrome sword, which looks really nice. Except for one problem that it has. Because the piece is chrome and they didn't change the sizing of the sword handle, you can see here there's some chrome wear because, fortunately, they decided to be stupid and not change the size of the hand here so that it can hold it better. Oh well. Pull up the mammoth head. There's some changes also from the 2K10 Megazord. As you can see, they added more... Try to get the light up better. They added a little bit more white to the head. And some changes like changing this red, and other changes to make the Megazord a little bit more accurate. Well, anyways, let's go on with the individual components. First, let's remove the cannons. Remove the pterodactyl. Pull down the chest and pull up the Tyrannosaurus Rex head. Let's take off the legs. Pull this off. Take off the tail down there. Pull off this there. Pretty much self-explanatory for how you transform them. Just plug in the mammoth head. And let's see if we can change the camera angle. Let's pan this down. There you have the individual components of Legacy Megazord. Before I show you off the individual swords, let's quickly look at the box. It's stylized. Oh, sorry about that. Let's pull this up, and it's now dark. Sorry about that. As you can see, let's put this here. Sorry. Our time's quite a big box, so see, it's stylized after the original Megazord box. They did a really nice job recreating the look of the original. One thing to note though is that on the side here, let's see if we can get it on camera. Right. Let's see where it is. Saw it somewhere. Oh yeah. Power punch missiles. If I remember correctly, that was actually upon part of the intermediate Megazord they released back during the original era of MMPR. But the ability to shoot his fists out of his hands. It's funny that they actually gave the info on the side of the box. Has the story on that and everything. But that's enough about the box. Let's quickly go on to the individual Zords. First, let's look at the T-Rex. T-Rex, some changes that were had is they added the black lines right there. They added more of the red down here on the feet and on the legs. Changed up the stickers, gave all this is not stickers, these are actually all painted and it looks really nice what they did there. And the die-cast parts in this sword are well, is the legs. And that's it for the die cast on the T-Rex. Next, let's go on to look at the Sabertooth. The Sabertooth had some minor changes too, giving all this detailing that was missing on the original 2K10 release. It's paint and so on. They even painted the wheels now. And the die-cast part on this is obviously the tail. Now taking a look at the Triceratops. The die-cast part, as you can clearly see, is here. Fortunately, the Tricerahorns aren't die-cast, which is kind of unfortunate. And it's some more detailing. These black lines. So, taking a look at the Mammoth. These tusks are also thought to be made of die-casts, but it's not. Added a little bit more detailing. He was a little bit more accurate than the others, so there isn't much of a change on him. They did change the entire look of the head to make it look more like the original Megazord toy. The die-cast part is actually this entire piece in here, which are the arms of the Megazord. Here is the pterodactyl. As you can see, they changed this up to make it look a little more accurate, and there isn't much otherwise. They did change the head a little, I think, if I remember correctly. It's just kind of a flat piece of plastic, and surprisingly, the head of the pterodactyl is die-cast. I originally thought there wasn't going to be any die-cast on this, but it's interesting that they decided to include that at least. So that's it for the individual components. Let's quickly go on to Megazord tank mode. Okay, what you do is pull down the legs and pull up the hands. Let's pull the tail up for now and leave it aside. Take off the mammoth head. Pull these down. So then kind of just fold these up. And you pull out the shoulders. Next, you take the pegs that are right here, peg them onto the back here. Basically just fold together like that, sides, and there you have that. Next, you pull down the tails, both the Triceratops and the Sabertooth. Pull up the teeth pieces, and you just fold them down. Actually, you don't fold these all the way down. I forgot. To do it the accurate way, actually, kind of just make it sit up a little like... Let's see if we can get it. Something like that. Then you just plug in the components. Okay, actually, they fold down like that. So, plug in pieces, fold these up, mouth opens a little and post like that. Mammoth head pegs into the front. Fold these wings up, down, put the head up, then you peg it here, it just kind of sits there. It's not really a peg, it just kind of slides in, just sits there by friction. Then you put in the cannons facing upward like this. There you have the quite funny and minuscule looking Megazord tank mode of the Legacy Megazord. See, it looks quite small, kind of funny looking. Another problem that was also included on the 2K10 release, to make it more accurate, I guess you can move these up and switch them, but I'm just going to leave them alone. These empty gaps there, which suck. They have tank one. They don't have any wheels, so they just kind of slide across, which is unfortunate. The original version had wheels, so that's one thing, the major change that they did with the mold here, if you haven't known. To quickly transform this back into Megazord mode, you just remove the cannons. Just like on the show, it kind of just folds out like this. Hands go in. It folds upward. Like that. Tail kind of folds up and goes back here. Pull down the hands. Would help if I get the camera back up together. It's back in the light. Hands down. Pull this component here, or the chest, that's not component. Like so. Down. Open these wings up. Fold the head in. The chest pieces. Put back on the cannons. Back. Plug the chest back in. Fold out the ears. And there you have the Legacy Megazord back in Megazord mode. I really like what they did with the changes to the 2K10 Megazord, and just a brief look at the articulation, I guess I can show you. Here, arms can go 360, both sides. Head doesn't turn. Added from the Zord Builder gimmick, you can kind of pull that up. I guess you can consider that articulation slightly too, kind of just that, but this one with the transformation. Kind of folded like that, so it's kind of articulated, but not really. Then, for now, you can just put back the sword. And the mammoth shield. And that's pretty much the 2K10 Legacy Megazord. This is going for like, or correctly, like $60, so it is kind of on the pricey side. But with all the diecast, I guess it kind of makes sense. It's still kind of pricey and, in a sense, kind of not worth it unless you're a die-hard collector. I only got it because I got it for the 50% off when it was having that sale at Toys R Us. A lot of stores are actually sold out of this now, so if you can, find it. I say pick it up, it's worth it. Could have been better, but it's okay. Especially if you can't afford or are not able to get the original Megazord. So anyways, please comment and subscribe, check out Toka News, Hirtaku, and the videos down below. I'll see you later, YouTube. Bye.